winner of the Republican primary for Fort Bend County judge did not have to wait until the general election to start the job. This Monday, Daniel Wong will be sworn in as the county's top leader.
So he's appointed after KP George's suspension tied to a civil lawsuit. But the move to appoint Wong, as KPRC 2 News reporter Rochelle Turner highlights, is being criticized by the other candidates who are hopeful to win this November.
Yeah, that's right, guys. Meanwhile, George's legal troubles are far from over. He's still facing a misdemeanor charge tied to an alleged social media hoax, with the trial set for May, and his sentencing phase for his felony conviction, well, it's scheduled for June 16th. So we've reached out to his team for comment, but right now we haven't heard back from them. But I want to show you what I was able to do today. Fort Bend County Judge KP George is back in the spotlight, this time suspended from office following his felony conviction. The decision came down during a brief hearing Friday morning when a visiting judge stepped in and made the call. George was not in court when it happened. This all stems from a civil lawsuit filed by a Fort Bend County resident even before George was convicted of money laundering last month. The judge appointed Republican nominee Daniel Wong to take over, the same candidate who defeated George in the primary.
I suspect Judge Jones was guided by two factors. First, KP George is now a Republican, in which case it is natural to replace him with a Republican rather than a Democrat. And then second, Judge Jones is a Republican himself, having been elected in Galveston County.
Daniel Wong released a statement saying, "I look forward to bringing Fort Bend County out of the cloud of corruption put on by Democrat KP George and into a shining new era of hope, optimism, and results. As county judge, my focus is and will always be on the people of Fort Bend County." But not everyone is on board with how this played out. Democratic candidate Dexter McCoy, who is set to face Wong in November, is now pushing back. He said, "Mr. Wong never managed a multi-billion-dollar budget or guided our community through a natural disaster. Today, Judge Jones abandoned judicial independence and chose to put his thumb on the scale of elections by blatantly selecting his own partisan candidate for the office." Political experts say the appointment could have an impact on the race moving forward.
Instead of competing on equal terms as both non-incumbents, Wong will be the interim, which will give him a little more publicity, a little more name recognition, and a little more in the way of resources as he attempts to defeat Dexter McCoy.
And I'm working to put those full statements from Dexter McCoy and Daniel Wong on our website now. It's important to know that Wong will be sworn into office on Monday. Reporting in the newsroom, I'm Rochelle Turner, KPRC 2 News.
All right,